Hi, everybody. We're live on New Truth Tuesday on the New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis. I think I'm on the right link or channel. We are having to watch little Amy, naughty Amy Fulmer, with her P's and Q's. So we are using Odyssey to stream live. So we'll be kind of getting you guys ready on this channel. And then if you jump over to my Patreon, you can find the link to Odyssey, refresh it, and you'll hear all the juicy details. We had a great weekend. I'm so grateful to Bix and Amy and the whole Road to Ruta crew. Paige and Josh got up, made us beautiful Mother's Day breakfast, had a great event. So I'll talk about that a little bit with Amy Fulmer as well, because she was there. And so we'll be right back. We're really excited you guys are all here. Please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and give us a comment because it helps us. So you guys, we'll be right back. Hi, everybody. We're back on the New Normal. Thanks for joining us on a New Truth Tuesday. We have little Miss Naughty Amy Fulmer not sitting in the corner. We're bringing her out to the middle of the room so you guys can all hear everything she has to say. Amy, it was so great to see you this weekend. I wish we had more time together, but we did get to see each other at the meetup. Was that your first meetup, crypto meetup or freedom meetup?
I feel like there was one other one, but no, I'm thinking that's my first.
That might be like the first big one.
Yeah, I don't know why I feel like there was another one, but yeah, I think that was my first.
Yeah. So what were your thoughts on it? I mean, I was really impressed. We had a huge turnout. The restaurant actually asked, they were very accommodative, but they asked everybody to please be patient because they were having so many food and drink orders that they couldn't keep up. It was really great. The energy in there was amazing to me.
Well, Lisa, you got to understand, this is near and dear to my heart. I love the crypto family, the crypto group. I love the consciousness of the people. I love the effort that everybody puts in because it comes from the heart. It's not a bunch of, BS. I'm so over the BS, I can't even tell you. And kudos to Bix. I mean, what was it? He thought maybe 50 or 60 people would come and there was close to 300.
Yes. Yeah, it was really amazing. And there were people like coming and going. So we really don't have a count. I don't think an accurate count, but
Right.
a lot of really great people in there. And the vibe or the energy of everybody in there was so open and loving. And I feel like everybody wanted to share knowledge. We got to, after the event, we had a few minutes where we could kind of bounce around the room and really get to know and introduce ourselves to people, and just hearing all the ideas that people in the community have for, how we can encourage more freedom, whether that's through cryptocurrency or using blockchain for things. Also just this whole silver market thing. I have to tell you, I met the most brilliant man. If you guys are not following Arcadian Economics.
Oh, Chris Marcus.
Yeah. He stayed with us at the Airbnb this weekend. So it was like Bix and Amy, all the crew. Westwood came down. Mitch was there. Chris Marcus is like walking around, reading 2 books at one time, listening to a podcast, and playing guitar. And he's just genius. He's always like processing this information and he's taking action on it. That's the other thing I was really empowered and excited about. You can go to his channel and follow what he's doing. And he's trying to bring those free markets to fruition that Bix talks about and all this. It was hilarious. Every time we'd sit down for a meal, Bix would go, "Okay, don't talk about silver anymore, Chris." And then before you know it, then Bix is going, "Well, and the silver market, blah, blah, blah." I was like they really can't help themselves. So it was really great.
Yeah. No, I get it. And the other thing I'm going to say is what I love about the crypto sphere is people put their money where their mouth is. Lisa, I think you were able to raise.
Yeah. We haven't counted it all yet, but for Team Mighty, these were our official shirts this year. That window's closed, but Bix posted a link to look. You can either give directly to Leukemia Lymphoma Society, or you can donate crypto to Team Mighty,
Right.
and the work that we're doing to bring more nonprofits into the crypto space.
Yeah.
But it was just, amazing.
One last thing I have to bring up. I can't help myself, but Bix's son Toby gave a message to Bix that really warmed my heart. And any messages that come from spirit are so profound, and they're often extremely simple. And it was just simply give more. Give more. And all of us can give more in our own way. And for every single person, it means something different. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I loved that. This is the time now. What we're going through in America right now, thus globally, is that not only do we have to be in our high consciousness, but we do have to give more. And I saw that in motion at the meetup. People were taking their money out. They were taking their Digibyte and Dogecoin out on their phone. They were stepping up with their fiat to buy Bix's Road to Ruta coin. And I just, my heart was so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. We had also another special treasure that we got invited to watch Bix's other son get to play soccer. And I guess at some point he wasn't going to, and then he got to. And so we were all there, and it was really empowering. There is the whole issue of, as we're traveling through, the whole face diaper thing, like my husband's just very adamant he will not wear one. And but I wanted to go to the soccer game, and he's like, "That's fine, I'll go, but I'm not going to wear one." And I think you guys would be surprised. We traveled this weekend to Arizona and back. We did not wear a face diaper in the airports. Went through TSA. They're smiling at us, telling us to have a nice day. No problem. I think the technological part, or the part that we conceded to, was that when we got on the plane, because that was private property, that we did comply by wearing a face diaper when we weren't eating and snacking.
Right.
And
Right.
But the whole psyop mind control, like we're sitting in an airport with all these people. When we came back through Phoenix, everyone had their face diaper on in the airport. Some little old lady got upset with me in the line. Some gentleman was standing next to me. He said, "Can you tell me, I don't mean to bother you, but do you tell me how you're not wearing a face mask?" I go, "You just don't put one on. You don't have to." And it was just a really wild conversation about, it was interesting to see other people's point of view of, like, he had already had the illness, but he went ahead and got his jab anyway. And he's wearing a face diaper, but he's totally agreeing with me that about freedom and how, no, this is a public place. So your rights are yours in that public place. You're not on private property technically yet. It's just, it was very strange. It was like being on another planet, depending on what environment we were in.
Right. And this, Lisa, I think is part of the mind, FUCK, is that we're
there she
losing.
goes again. No,
yeah. Hey, listen, I'm under lockdown right now.
Embrace it. We'll be on Odyssey soon, and you can let it rip.
Yeah, I'll let it rip. But the thing is that I think this is part of their mind control. In other words, they want to get us, our equilibrium, so off. And this is why we need to stay steady and grounded more than ever. And then we need to pick apart. I mean, the information I have today, you cannot make this stuff up if you try. I mean, like, it ought to be a movie. Someone has to write a book about this at the end of the day, because we got lies, we got death threats, we got the Department of Justice, we got a Supreme Court that no one really knows what's happening about with the judges till we put out that information that has to do with our beloved DJT. Can I say DJT? A legacy.
He's my favorite DJ. Actually.
Oh, okay. So it's a legacy that he left us, and now we have confirmation of that legacy. That's really exciting. But what is happening in Maricopa County, you guys, It is actually unprecedented. This is the biggest mobster takeover, fight, blood, death threats are happening, and it's happening in the trenches. And this is all part of the push and pull. And if you don't stay grounded in reality and you don't have access to information, I want to show you guys something. I'm going to put this up on the screen because Lisa couldn't get it out on hers.
I was trying to
I'm going to
capture
try
it.
really hard on my tablet.
Here, let me make you big and I'll be little. Hold on.
Okay. You make this big.
There you go.
Okay. See this? Can everybody read this?
Mm-hmm.
This was an ABC video on ABC.
Mainstream media.
That gave a update on the Maricopa County audit progression, positive information. It's moving forward. The audit's strong. 24 hours later, I sent it to Lisa because I wanted to use that. And I always check my videos before the show. And this is what I saw. This, you guys, is so part of what is happening with the PSYOP. And that's why you've got to be grounded in the information. The fastest the truth comes out, the faster the truth comes out, the faster they're taking it down. And what that screams to me is they're in panic mode, guys. They're panicking. And why do you panic? When you know you got your hand in the cookie jar. You got caught. Now, we are not out of the woods on this. We're in the thick of it, and we'll talk about that over on Odyssey. But I want everyone to be aware of what is happening with facts, because if not, you're going to be like that guy in the line walking around going, do we need a mask? Don't we need a mask?
But it's because their common sense don't work anymore, because even they don't believe it, but they're doing it. So people are looking for patterns. They're saying, like, where does it make sense? Because it doesn't make sense. People can't figure out when they're supposed to and when they're not. And that in itself should tell you that it doesn't make sense. There's not science behind it. There's not a rule.
Well,
So
Lisa, one of my best friends got the, and she had sworn to me she wasn't going to do it. She's sort of
Bless her heart.
holistic. You know, she's kind of natural. She's like me. I don't take medication. And she got it. We were supposed to talk twice. She was so sick after the first one. Now she has got to go back and get her second. And now, of course, Mr. B is talking about, oh, we're going to need him annually. She was so sick. And I sat there and said 0 to her, 0.
What do you say at that point? Because you don't, you're going to tell them something that may be inevitable to them. I mean, it's very heartbreaking. If there's people that haven't yet, great, share the information. If they have, I don't know, maybe we just have a lot of grace and compassion for them. And
well, you know, when I think I read the president of Pfizer, I believe it was Pfizer.
Yeah.
He won't take it.
Yeah.
The CEO won't take it.
With that said, we're going to take 2 minutes. I always want to be like Chuck Woolery. We'll be back in 2 and 2. So you guys can find us. You can go to Patreon, get the link, and find us. There's lots of great content over there, and things that you can't see on the rest of the interwebs. So we'll see you guys over there, everybody. Take care. And thank you to everybody that showed up this weekend. And thank you to Amy for coming and supporting and just being there for that time. It was just, we've got to have more of those. It's time for us to all come together. So see you guys all over on Patreon. Take care.